guys and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already, remember to subscribe down below, give me a thumbs up on any videos that you're enjoying, and follow me on my various social media, which I will link down below. So I've had some pretty sad news in the world of MotoGP this week, and that is that Folger will not actually be racing with Tech3 Yamaha this season. Still can't get that in my head that it's 2018. But yeah, I'm actually devastated by this because I really like him. I think he is such a good personality. I think he was such a good racer, and I was so looking forward to see what he could do this season. I mean, he was one of those racers that's not quite your favourite, but you've got a soft spot for them no matter what because he's such a nice guy, and I'm devastated. I'm really devastated. But he has to put his health first, and I completely understand this. I am totally with him on this, and he did release a statement on Twitter about what was going on. He also released a thank you message earlier for all of the messages that he's been receiving. So he will be sitting out because he has not made a good enough recovery from this disorder that he suffers from. He suffers from Gilbert's syndrome, which is a liver disorder. It causes the liver not to be able to process bilirubin, which causes a buildup of it in the blood. It can cause jaundice, which is a lot of these. Sorry, I'm going to get really technical here, but this is my jam. I love medical stuff. Obviously, being a vet nurse, I love medical stuff. But yeah, it causes jaundice, which is yellowing of the skin and the mucous membranes, the eyes, like your gums, stuff like that. It also causes tiredness, abdominal pains and weakness, and it's brought on by things such as stress from exercise. So not a great thing for someone who's such a high pressure physical job to have. I mean, any kind of weakness, tiredness and even abdominal pains is going to completely knock him, and it's going to be dangerous for him. So I completely understand that he's not wanting to put himself and anyone else really at risk by competing. So I wish him the best. I wish him a massive full recovery, and I honestly hope he is back in 2019 because I do really rate him as a rider, honestly. So good luck to you, Folger. Please be back. Please be back. Please. So that leaves this empty seat. So I had a look through online the rumours of who could have the seat. There's four proper front runners for this seat. I say front runners, 4 rumours for this seat. The first one is Kohta Nozane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really sorry. He is the test rider for Yamaha. So obviously he is one of the front runners for this. He did replace Folger for some of the races, and he did impress. I think it was Valentino Rossi tipped him to be the next Japanese superstar, something along those lines. So that's high praise indeed. But the issue is that he is quite young. Shouldn't really say that when you've got the likes of Marc Marquez, who's got like 6 world championships under his belt, and he is currently the same age as me. So he's 24 at this current moment in time. Terrifying. So yeah, Kohta is actually quite inexperienced. He is quite young, so I think that is one of the main issues, and that's probably the only issue that they've really got with him. But I think he's more than likely going to be the one that gets that seat, because it seems to be just the most rational thing to do, to put your test rider into that seat. The next option is Francesco Bagnaia, who came 5th in Moto2 last year in his rookie season, which is really good going. Bagnaia is actually part of Valentino Rossi's Sky VR46 team. So there is obviously that connection to Yamaha already, but there is also interest from Ducati's junior team Pramac for him for 2019. So there is the possibility that Bagnaia will actually be moving up into MotoGP next year. Ooh, sounds terrible, doesn't it? Next year. So it doesn't really rule him out, but they do have that connection, and I don't know if they're kind of the likes of Pramac are wanting a bit more experience on the bike with another round in Moto 2. They haven't really announced anything along those lines about what Bagnaia's doing, or not that I've seen. I'm not very observant, if you hadn't noticed, so who knows. The third option is the one and only Michael van der Mark, who might as well be Yamaha's go-to for standing. I mean, he did replace Rossi, just ignore that, I am apparently popular for once, this is a rarity. Yes, he did replace Rossi for one race. I know he wanted to make it 2 races, but he didn't, and it was a little bit sad, but also a little bit funny at the same time. I mean, Rossi had to be Rossi. But yeah, he did replace Rossi for 1 race. He has replaced Folger for 2, and he did make a decent impression. But he does have his commitments to World Superbike, along with the 4th option, which is Alex Lowes. Alex Lowes did replace Bradley Smith in 2016 for Silverstone, and he did make a decent impression. He came 13th overall, which is good going. But the problem with the likes of Van der Mark and the likes of Alex Lowes is they have these commitments to the likes of World Superbikes and to other series. But Alex Lowes is actually the best chance for Yamaha in World Superbikes, so the likelihood of them deciding to pull him out of there instead of making that impression in World Superbikes is pretty slim. So you're looking mainly at Kohta Nozane, and I'd probably say Michael van der Mark as being the ones that are most likely to get the seat, but I'm going to go with Kohta. I think Kohta will have the seat. So who do you think should have the Tech3 seat? And who do you think will be world champion in 2018? I nearly said 17. Wow. I'll tell you who was champion in 2017. It was this lovely little man on my shirt. How cool is my shirt though? Anyway, so yeah. Who do you think will be world champion? Do you think the lovely little Marc Marquez will be world champion once again, or do you think that the likes of Valentino Rossi is going to make another flying comeback, or do you think Dovi's going to actually come back and seize this world championship that he was fighting tooth and nail for? Tell me. If you want one of these shirts, they are by Mini Drivers. I will link you down below to their site. They have started to do little figurines as well, which are really cool. So if you want to have a look, if you want to have a look at what the merch they do Formula 1, they do Formula E, the comics, their videos are amazing. I love them. They make me laugh every time. So yeah, I'll link you below. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up on my videos, and follow me on my social media. But for now, that is all I have. That's all I am going to say. Trying to keep this as brief as possible. Shocking, I know. I haven't actually rambled all that much this time, so I think we should all be glad. But for now, that is all. Ciao!